can't afford the sticks. I'd like you to talk more about that because, like, I know the golden lever isn't cheap. I know your products aren't cheap. How do you approach that, and how are you working to make that more accessible for people? And why are people struggling? Is it just an economy thing, do you think? Because I'm sure everybody wants to have one.
Yeah. So, because I want to make something that is the best, the good one. So making it cheap and sacrificing the quality is not solution. So I don't like to set the price first, then set the quality. So what I do is set the quality and the price follow the quality. So that's my philosophy. So, but there is, like people who cannot afford. I know. But if you buy like a cheap peripheral, they won't last long, and the performance is bad. So you will sacrifice your winning chances using a bad peripherals. That's from my personal experience. So maybe that's why I start the Arcade in Indonesia, is because back then in Indonesia there is no arcade controller. No one sells. We grew in arcade, of course, and we play an arcade center. We have to pay, and we have to sacrifice our we don't eat anything at school, so we can play after school. So we just have usually just one chance, just one coin, and that's all you got. So we have to be good at the games. And then it's about 90s. Then everything is go to console. Then we use a pad controller, console controller, but it's not fun. But when we want to buy the arcade stick, it's not available in our country. So that's what the situation that motivates me to find a solution so we can have a good arcade stick. So it was I think like a Street Fighter 4 era. One of my friends is buying a TE1 and he bring to my home. Then I touch it. Wow, this is very nice. That's why because even in our arcade center, this joystick, the button they use is very low
quality.
Low quality, is very bad. So when I touch, I can play much better using this peripheral. So I need to have this, but I cannot buy this. And so it was designed for Street Fighter. The layout is different. It's a Felix layout, and the most popular games in Indonesia is Tekken. So I want noir layout. So I tried to build my first Fightstick using the same parts, which is Sanwa parts. So I imported from other country the parts, and I built the case for myself. So it feels great, and that's my first stick. And I brought it to my local when I doing tournaments. So other friends see it and say, "Wow, this is very nice. I want you to make one for me." Then how it start.
Right.
Then everyone is, so I commissioning making a fight stick. Then it start for many years.
What's the fighting game scene like in Indonesia? I know Tekken is very popular. Do they have a lot of places where people can play games?
It was like a grassroots community. So friends go to friends' house, and then we have a local tournament. So it starts from there. There is no like a big tournament. There is no big tournament, but everyone play. Everyone know Tekken, so everyone plays.
You know, your controllers, your peripherals, input devices are very like high quality. How do people approach your products in Indonesia? Do you have a lot of buyers there, or is it mainly an international community?
Because it's not cheap and not many people in Indonesia can buy it, so mostly I sell on international community, but like my friends, they make a more affordable solution for our friends in Indonesia. I focus on international.
I think like your the Golden Lever brand brings like a very needed device to the community. If someone wants something a little bit more polished, a little bit more flashy, they can get it with your products. What is, your way of adding value to the community? Like, what do you think is a way that you can, transform the community, add value, evolve the community? Because like I said, your device adds something, a missing place.
Yeah.
It fills a void.
Yeah.
And you see there's issues with different countries, have different levels of access. What do you think we need to kind of take the fighting game community to the next level globally? Generally, what would be the thing? Because maybe there's some player in Indonesia or some player in the Philippines that they don't have a shot because their controller isn't very good.
Yes. So, do you mean for the controller or?
Yeah, just
globally?
in general, across the board. Even just from your perspective, what does the fighting game community need to become stronger, to become better?
Of course, to become stronger, you need to have a good community and a good sparring partner. We cannot go strong ourselves. That's what happened in my local. There is a strong player, but he is the strongest and he cannot travel because of money, and he's stuck because he cannot grow, because he cannot find another person who is stronger than him.
Wow.
So that's like our son said when he win the Japan and someone asked, "Are you the strongest?" No, I'm not the strongest. Many in Pakistan are strongest, and that's true.
Wow.
You cannot go stronger alone. You need partners.
It reminds me so much of Akuma from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Like he has to find a stronger opponent.
Right.
And it's just amazing to think that like players like Arslan, there's someone maybe better than him in Pakistan that doesn't have the means to make that happen.
That's true.
Yeah. And so what are you most excited about right now with fighting games? Like what motivates you? Because I know there's probably challenges that go along with building such a high quality product.
Yeah.
And even maybe your own hometown or your own community may not be able to have access to it. What's something that keeps you motivated?
Yeah, I'm here because I love fighting games. So I try to introduce like in Indonesia we play games, but we don't have an opportunity. So like maybe from FGC In Indonesia we can introduce that we have community that also play games, like, but we don't have an opportunity. So maybe I can be a bridge for them. So maybe if someone needs players, I can recommend my friend who is good, and also maybe it's cheap to sponsor, because you don't need big money to live in Indonesia. So I hope I can be a bridge for my community to the international community. It's like that.
You seem like you really love fighting games. Like it's in your heart.
Yeah.
What was the fighting game that got you in love with fighting games, that you were like, this is me?
Yeah. Because in fighting games, you don't give up. It's very good in life. So you will fail a lot, and you have to fight again, and never give up. So that's when I fail to make some things, I don't give up. So okay, I failed this time. I think another way to make it just like a fighting games. It teaches you not to give up. Okay, if you give up, you're done, and you quit.
What was the fighting game, the first game that was like for you that really, was it Tekken? Was it Street Fighter? What was the game that really touched your heart, and what character was it?
I remember that when I was a child, my sister being a diskette, it was a very old, 18s, about 80, and it was Street Fighter 2. It's like a Ryu, like this, and then going Hadouken. Wow, it blows my mind. What is this? But the computer is not powerful enough to play the games actually. So I just see the intro. Okay. So after that, I just play a Mario Bros. Or something like that. So after, maybe it's popular is KOF, but like I said, we don't have much money to play fighting games actually, because we have to save our lunch money to play one shot, and if we play fighting games, we lose, it's done. So I play more like a adventure game, like Punisher, like beat 'em up like that. And when the home console is released, then we start playing fighting games. And it was Tekken that is very popular because the graphic is 3D and it's very awesome. It's Tekken.
Tekken was the one that took it to the next level.
Street Fighter is introduced me to Street Fighter, to the fighting games, but Tekken is where I started.
Who's your main character in Tekken?
Actually, it's Bike Dosan, but
it's
no more.
Yeah. Maybe he'll come back as DLC. Maybe in Tekken 8.
I hope. I like a old guy with white hair. It's my style.
Yeah, Baekdo-san is very cool. Taekwondo master.
It's classy.
Yeah, very classy. Tell me about the Golden Lever brand. How did that idea first come about? I know we talked before, and you mentioned that you wanted to make something that people could have like a trophy that they could look back on and be proud of. What was the moment for you where you were like, I need to make Golden Lever? To me, it's just such a huge concept. Like, it's like a dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like I don't know if you're familiar with Sotheby's or Christie's, like auction house, where they have these big art pieces or big, jewelry. I think Golden Lever should be in that.
I think that far back then. I don't think this project will be big or something like that. I just want to make it beautiful, easy, because I was thinking like it was a small project, community project. Just I plan to do it one only, and it's finished, but it's never finished until now. So I want also make it beautiful. So when we are retired, we can put our controller and just like a decorative, we can remember the memory just like that. So there is actually. It's all coincidence. I don't planning for this long actually.
Wow, it just was a simple idea and it just grew, right?
It just grew.
What are you most excited for in fighting games? Tekken 8 is going to release in January. You know, you got Street Fighter 6 that keeps growing. And what do you feel about those games right now, particularly Street Fighter and Tekken?
Yeah, Street Fighter is also doing good. They're doing many things right, and they set the high standard.
Yeah.
And the Tekken 8 is following, and just last night we got a new character that wow, this like bike, man. It's amazing. So next year is gonna be awesome year for fighting games.
What's the goal for Golden Lever and ASI moving forward in 2024? Are you looking to kind of continue to do what you're doing and stabilize, or you have some maybe big project that you're looking at doing?
Yeah, so we are struggling with the production right now, so I plan to increase the capacity, and so we can serve more customer. Of course, we will keep updating our products because we work closely with the enthusiasts and pro players. So actually, we get the feedback from pro players and know what goods for the games and what not. And we implement to our product for you all to try. That's how we do our things.
Nice. Do you think there will come a time where like the fighting game community is much bigger and gets more money coming in, and you can have easier production? Do you anticipate that happening with the release of Tekken 8, or do you think it's going to take many years?
Yeah, I think with the Tekken 8 is releasing soon, there will be many people will need a new controller, because the system also grow from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, and at times with many people will usually they don't upgrade, they buy a new controller for them. So we need to keep up the production for them.
Nice. And what's been your favorite country so far? I know you've been traveling a lot this year, trying to meet the people. What's been your favorite event so far, or favorite country to go and visit, and why?
I think my favorite event is Rev Major,
because
the crowd is awesome, man. but the country is Japan is the most beautiful country I ever been.
Definitely. I feel the same way. Japan is just like gorgeous.
Yeah.
Clean and
everywhere
nice
to
people.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. What's something you want the audience to know about Golden Lever and ASI and your products that they may not know? Maybe they've seen the product.
Yeah.
Maybe they've seen our previous interview together. What do you want people to know about Golden Lever going forward?
Yeah. So we actually are bringing a solution for you, not just a product. So that's why when I know Golden Lever is not cheap, but you don't buy the product, you actually buy an ecosystem. So if like other levers, you buy this lever and you don't like it, you throw it, and you buy another lever, you don't like it, you throw it and buy. Golden Lever is not like that. You buy and you don't like it, you learn what you don't like for this lever, and then you know what to do, which parts you want to mod, so it can compatible with your playstyle. So you just need only to buy once and find your preference, then you can mod the levers perfectly to your playstyle. And I know it's a journey. It's not because sometimes preference is changing, and like maybe we play too much and our hand is become stronger. You need higher tension. Then you can easily swap the silicone rubber for higher tensions, just like that.
Nice. Anything else? I think that's about everything. Yeah. The devices, the stick. Like, what is your preference right now with the inputs and the, are you using lever or are you using WASD or?
So mainly I use on lever, but I also exploring the WSD and buttons and see that actually there is no the best. Everything have
Pros and cons. Yeah.
Pros and cons. So use whatever you comfortable with, and sometimes you find a new way to do a new things using a new input methods, and that's interesting. I think you have to try all and see which one giving you more fun or more wins for you.
Yeah. What would you say to someone that's having a hard time in competitions or online, and they don't know if fighting games are worth it, right? Maybe they don't see it's as big as other esports, or what would you say to that person to maybe encourage them?
Yeah, actually, you don't have to win an Evo like that. So, like I said earlier, like fighting games teach you many things. Just like you never give up, then you always try to be better every day. You beat yourself. Right? So it's a win for me. You don't need to win Evo, but if you don't give up and you grow every day, it's a big win for us. That's fighting it teach me.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
That's brilliant. Thank you.